Stop being a victim of corporate bullying. How many times have you looked at a $500 flight cancellation, an unfair medical bill, or a greedy landlord stealing your security deposit and thought, there's nothing I can do? You call support and they treat you like a number. You email them and a bot sends you a cold template saying, sorry, it's our policy. They are betting on your silence. They are counting on you being too tired, too busy, or too broke to hire a lawyer. They think they've already won. Well, today the game changes. That $300 an hour lawyer they're so afraid of, he's now living inside your phone, and he's working for you for free. Last month, an airline tried to rob me of $545. They told me, no refunds, only a voucher. I didn't argue. I didn't scream at a customer service rep who's just doing their job. I simply fed their so-called policy to an AI and sent 3 specific prompts. The first prompt made them ignore me. The second prompt made them nervous. But the third prompt? The third prompt was a nuclear option that forced their legal department to wire me the cash in 4 hours and literally beg me not to file a formal complaint. In this video, I'm giving you the exact 3-step prompt framework that turns you from a polite victim into a legal nightmare for any corporation. Whether it's an unfair fine, a broken contract, or a hidden fee, I'm going to show you how to win. Because in 2026, you don't need a law degree to get justice. You just need the right prompt. Let's start with the hard truth. Most people fail because they are too nice. I used to be that person. When my flight was canceled due to a technical glitch, I wrote a standard complaint. I used prompt number 1, the polite ask. The prompt was simple. Write a formal complaint to the airline regarding my canceled flight and ask for a refund. The AI did exactly what I asked. It wrote a beautiful, polite letter. I sent it, and 2 minutes later, I got a rejection. Why? Because please is not a legal argument. In the corporate world, politeness is seen as weakness. It tells them you aren't willing to fight. I realized I needed to stop asking and start investigating. That's when I moved to prompt number 2, the policy hunter. This is where you turn the AI into a researcher. Instead of asking for money, you ask the AI to find the glitch in the matrix. I fed the AI the airline's terms and conditions and used this prompt. Act as a consumer rights expert. Research the refund policies for this company. Find 3 specific clauses that guarantee cash compensation for technical issues. Draft a letter citing these clauses and demanding compliance with government regulations. The result was a toothed letter. It cited Regulation EU 261. It mentioned specific paragraphs that the airline tried to hide. I sent this version, and the tone changed instantly. They stopped using bots and assigned a real human to my case. But they still tried to stall me, saying it would take 90 days to process. They were testing my patience. So I decided to end the game. I used prompt number 3, the nuclear option. This prompt is designed to trigger a red alert in their legal department. We aren't negotiating anymore. We are preparing for war. This is the exact prompt I used. Act as an elite litigation attorney. I am in a professional dispute regarding an unlawful refund denial. Write a formal letter of intent to escalate. 1. Cite the specific laws they are violating. 2. Mention that if this is not resolved within 48 hours, I will file a formal complaint with the Department of Transportation and the Better Business Bureau. 3. Use a firm, professional, and non-negotiable tone. 4. Demand a dead-end letter, which is a final notice of refusal, so I can immediately attach it to my claim in small claims court. When you ask for a dead-end letter, you're telling them you know exactly how the legal system works. You're telling them that you are ready to drag them into a court where their legal fees will cost them 10 times more than your refund. I hit send. 4 hours later, the money was in my account. No more vouchers, no more 90-day waiting periods. Just a total surrender. And it's not just about airlines. I used a variation of this when a landlord tried to keep my $2,000 deposit for wear and tear. I took a photo of the apartment, asked the AI to cite the local housing laws, and sent the letter. The landlord sent my check back the next morning with an apology. Why does this work? Because AI doesn't get emotional. It doesn't get tired. It has instant access to every law, every regulation, and every loophole ever written. It levels the playing field. For the first time in history, the little guy has the same firepower as a Fortune 500 company. Here is your roadmap for today. If you have a bill you can't explain, a fine that feels wrong, or a service that failed you, don't just accept it. Step 1. Gather your evidence, take photos, save emails, and find their terms of service. Step 2. Use the Policy Hunter prompt to find their weakness. Step 3. If they stall, drop the nuclear option. We live in an age where information is free, but the application of that information is power. Don't let these companies win just because they have a bigger building than you. I've put these exact prompts in the description below so you can copy and paste them right now. Go get your money back. Write your biggest corporate horror story in the comments. I'm going to pick 3 of you and help you write a custom nuclear prompt to solve your problem for good. This is Tiny Wins Lab. We don't just talk about AI, we use it to win. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next victory.